Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you may be watching. This is Christine at Christina's Crocheting, and yes, we're going to be doing a driving Saturday, something Saturday. We are going to be taking a drive. Yeah. So my car has to have an oil change, but before that, I have to head over to my daughter's and drop off a pregnancy pillow. She's having a little bit of trouble sleeping because she's due in May. And so she said, Mom, and I'm like, of course I will get you one. And so we looked around and we found something. It came in the mail yesterday. And so we are going to take it over to her. She'll be very happy. And Silas will probably think it's a fun toy since he's 4.5. All right, so without further ado, I am going to switch you because I'm sure you don't want to see my face the whole time we're driving, right? You can just hear my voice and look out at the scenery. All right, hold on. Okay, and also that way you don't have to have my hands in your face every time I do something with the steering wheel. So it is chilly here in the Pacific Northwest. If anybody's been looking at any of the weather maps, they will see that there's an Arctic flow coming down, and it is swooping over the entire United States pretty much. I don't know that it's hitting Southern California or not, but it definitely is coming down. We're just on it probably isn't even hitting, there's probably a few states it's not hitting because we're on just the cusp of it, and then the rest of it's going through the United States. Anyway, so chilly weather, everybody take care with that. It's even hitting the southern states, which you guys have been hit a few times with things this winter. So everybody's probably on alert anyway by now. Oh, I don't know if you can see all the frost on the trees. Isn't it just gorgeous? Yesterday it never melted, off of the trees, and I doubt it will today either. I just think it's so pretty. Pretty. I don't know how it seems to you as you're watching the video when I'm driving. I don't know if it seems like I'm going super fast, but I'm not. I mean, I go the speed limit, so, which is probably annoying to some people, but sometimes I'll go 1 or 2 over the speed limit, but not usually. It depends. Like right now we're in a university district, and even though it's the weekend, there are people that live in the dorms and stuff, and so, and I usually always go the speed limit in through here anyway, but and let's see. Oh, today would have been my mom's birthday. And she was born in 46. So she would have been 79. Right? 79. She passed away in 2023. Anyway, so today would have been her birthday. After my oil change, I was thinking about getting Dad and I something that Mom used to like, a Chinese food place. So I'm thinking about that. If they're open, I might do that. and surprise him with that. I don't know if it'd be a surprise or if it would make him sad. Or maybe a combination. I don't know. Anyway, so I haven't decided on that yet. I'm not sure. But, well, there's a Tesla in front of us. I don't know. I think electric vehicles are good, but I don't think that it should be mandated that that's all we have. Because the infrastructure in the United States is not equipped to add all that additional electrical. So I don't know. Yeah, I just noticed as I started talking about the Tesla, I am just all over the board today. So I apologize that things are going to be hippy dippy doodah all over the place, but oh well, that's kind of how that goes. Because we're just driving, right? So whatever catches my eye, I guess, is what we'll be talking about. Anyway, so I'm gonna get my oil changed on my car, and when I get there, that'll probably, I'll stop videoing, of course, and then I might video after that. I'm not sure, or I might just upload it while I'm waiting. I did bring some yarn to do some crocheting while I'm waiting for the oil change. I'm gonna start a hat. Just one of my standard easy blue beanie from Bago Day, because I really don't want to try and do a tutorial while I'm sitting in the waiting room of for my oil change. So anyway, anything else? Let's see. Other than the beautiful, cool scenery, you can see how cloudy it is. It's almost foggy, I would say. But it is so pretty. This is what winter is supposed to be like. Dry roads and beauty on the trees. I'll take that any day. And beauty on the grass. Anywhere I don't have to walk or drive. It can have as much snow on it. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of expensive to have radiant heating under all of our sidewalks and roads and everything. Do you think that they would do that for us? Probably not. I don't know how that would work. Yeah. Let's see. Any other exciting news that I have? I don't think so. It's a 3-day weekend for me. So on Monday, I'll be going with my daughter and grandson, and we're gonna go grocery shopping at a store where you have to bag up your own groceries, which is fine, but it makes it easier when there's 2 of us, so that one can do the bagging while the other one is, unloading things or making sure that they're getting charged properly, all that stuff. And I apologize for the ums. I need to remember, because bunny trail here, but when I was in college, I had to, one of your prerequisites or your general requirements is like a speech class, which I did not like, but one of the things that they talked about is just don't make any noise at all when you're thinking. So instead of and or but or, just not say anything. So just have silence. But I think that's just hard to do. Because, I don't know. So I have a couple of projects that I completed, and one I was going to keep, and one I thought about giving away. Oh my gosh. People. I'm sorry, I'm watching the traffic, of course, because I'm driving. But shame on them. Naughty. That's called road rage right there. That is bad. Bad. Anyway, I'm sorry. So the two projects that I was talking about are ones that I think I'm going to frog. So take completely apart. And that was, I don't know. Anyway, so I think I'm going to take them apart and maybe try the same type of thing again. One was a long vest, kind of, and I just don't like the way it fits. So I think I might try it again, maybe in a different yarn. Actually, I might just do a different yarn as well. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm still new to making things my own and kind of, playing around with stuff. I don't know. I guess it's the confidence that I don't have. But if I don't ever try it, then I'm never going to learn how to, make things fit me, instead of whatever the tutorial is, because that person isn't me, so their stuff isn't going to fit me. But anyway, so I thought I would give that a try. So I have two projects I'm going to frog at some point. I'm also working on a cross-stitch project, and so I'm just doing a little bit every day, like a half hour, which isn't very much, but there's no rush for it. I would like to get it done this spring. Cross-stitch takes a lot longer than crocheting. It seems. But this is the first project I've done in quite a few years. So it's nice. And it's nice to do a little something different. And like I said, I'm just doing a little bit every day. So that works out okay. Because I do see progress on it. And when I do it a little bit every day, it doesn't get so... I feel like I'm not getting anything accomplished. So, if that makes any sense. Oh, I don't know that I can talk the whole time I have to go to my daughter's house. You guys aren't going to want to listen to all that. Well, maybe I should just stop for right now. Because I don't edit, and so I couldn't just put music in certain places. I wouldn't know how to do that. So the only thing that I can do right now is I know how to put different clips together and have them all go into one. That's the only thing. I'm such a... But I don't have a computer that I can do that stuff with. I just have my phone. I have an iPad, but I really don't do too much of my stuff on my iPad. I mean, I don't do any of the editing stuff. That I do all that, well, it's not even editing, but anytime I do add the videos together, I use InShot. But I also have another one I could use, another program, but that would be, I always forget about that one too, and I don't know, I'm babbling now, but you're not here to respond, so. Anyway, so the only editing, in quotations, editing, air quotes, that I do is add my video clips together to make one video. But anyway, we didn't decorate for Christmas this year, which I think I had mentioned that we probably wouldn't. In fact, I didn't do any decorating at all. I didn't even do my one little tree thing. I did do the crochet along that Heather at Strings and Threads did. It was fun because it was a little bitty bit each day, but I had to stop when she got to the part where she said that we needed to stuff it because I didn't have any stuffing, and I didn't realize that was on our list, which I got some stuffing, and so then I finished it up, and I already did that on a little video. I think I must have done that on a something Saturday, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, because I don't think I did it for the end of the month. Anyway, and so that was a Christmas thing, but it wasn't done for Christmas because I wasn't prepared. But I have it in its own special box, and so it's ready for next year. So I probably will put that up. I'll probably put that up somewhere, right down in my office space, since that's where I do most of my videotaping too. Because I can't put it in my room to where you guys would see it in my bedroom when I sit in the chair. Unless I put it like on the back of the chair or something, which would probably end up falling down. Because it's an amigurumi tree house, but not a house in a tree on a house. For those of you that haven't seen it. Anyway, it turned out really cute. I was happy with it. It's the first amigurumi I've done, and I liked it that it was in little bits. That made it manageable, and I was able to follow somebody along. And also, it was just 4-weight yarn. I know that sometimes amigurumis can use either, I don't know, it just seems like their stitches are super tight. I don't know. Anyway, it was fine. Amigurumi is not my go-to like it is for other people, and which is fine. I think that everybody should have their little niche. Even if we all crochet, we each have our little niches, right? I still haven't found mine other than the hats and scarves for donating, but I guess that's kind of a niche. And I do things, other stuff too, right? So we are coming into Gonzaga University's campus area. It's on the right side. It'll be on the right side of the camera. Well, my phone, but. And Gonzaga University is the home of the basketball team, Gonzaga. Bulldogs. Gonzaga Bulldogs. And they do a pretty good job. The men's team have gone to, nationals or whatever they call it. Tells you how much I watch it. But my mom and stepdaughter, mom was super into the game. She would watch them all, and I think dad likes them pretty well too. And my daughter Colleen she's a graduate of Gonzaga. She did her bachelor's there. She did her first 2 years at just a community college, or some people call them junior colleges, community college, junior college. And they're usually the 2-year general programs, or you can get an AA, an associate's degree in just general studies, or you can get one, sometimes they have them in science, or you can get different little 2-year degrees in different things at a junior college. Speaking of junior colleges, before I went on to get my teaching degree, I don't know if I've ever talked about that, but I was in a library technician program. I really enjoyed that, but that was when I was first out of high school, and I didn't finish it. Yeah. Anyway, it would have been fun working at a library. I would have loved that. I don't know why I didn't finish. Life, personal choices. But so that was kind of cool. And then when I went back for teaching, I went to the community college for my first 2 years of general studies before moving on to Eastern Washington University, which they are out in Cheney, Washington, which is a small town here in the Spokane area. And I don't know where I was going with that. Just, I guess, a little background. Anyway, so I lived way up by Whitworth University, which is we do have a few colleges in Spokane. And so now I am all the way on the other side of town. And this is called the Perry District, is what we're driving into. And so the Perry District, it's got some little shops and things in it. We've got a few little districts like that. This is the Perry District. We've got the Garland District, which I lived in the Garland District before I moved with Mom and Dad to where we live now. And then there's the Hilliard District. So those are the 3 districts that I know. But here is the little Perry District, and there's little shops, little restaurants. They've got a little bit of bling on the trees for the winter season. Mostly Christmas, but they might keep them up. Well, obviously, they're still up since it's January. And there's a farmer's market that happens here during the late spring and summertime. And every week on Thursdays. Anyway, and so we just passed that. It's just like probably about 3 blocks of little shops and different things. And then we are almost to my daughter's house. I go the strange way. They actually live on Perry, which is the street we were just on. However, they live on the left side of the street. So I am going to go around the block so that I can actually park in front of their house, if that makes sense to anybody as I'm yammering. Wow, so it is almost 24 minutes that I've been talking your little ears off. I am going to go ahead and stop this for the moment, and then probably when I start back up after I leave their house, oops, sorry about that, leave their house, just to get to the oil change business. It's actually the dealership that I got the car at, and then I will start it back up so that and I'll finish chatting with you. All right, I'll see you in a minute. All right, so we are back in the car since I ran the stuff into my daughter, her pillow, and a couple of other things. And now we are headed over to get the oil changed. And so we're going to do that really quick. And it's always nice to visit with my daughter. This was a quick visit, but it's always nice to check in with her. Okay, I am going to switch you around. Okay, so we are headed back down through the Perry District. You see that coming up here. And then we are going to kind of go through the downtown area. Spokane's downtown, well, it's just south of immediate downtown, but it's on the edge of downtown that we're going to drive through. And Spokane is probably like many other cities. There is a large homeless community. And I know the reason we have a large one in Spokane is because there are many services for homeless people in Spokane. And it looks like they're working on that building there. And anyway, so which is wonderful. I'm glad we've got the services. But the services aren't, I want to say they're not helping the homeless, because that isn't true. They do help the homeless in one regard, but they don't help the homeless in the other regard. So it's just like, here's the analogy. You can take someone fishing and teach them how to fish, and they will be self-sufficient, versus just giving someone a fish. Correct? So I think the services in Spokane, for the most part, are like most of other places that have homeless communities. And that would be that they are giving fish. They are not teaching fishing. And with that being said, that's just part of how things are, which is another reason why I do the hats and scarves. Granted, that isn't teaching someone to fish. I'm not teaching anybody to crochet. But they also wouldn't have the funds to get the yarn and all that. Anyway, however, that the creature comforts of food and shelter and clothing and those items, that's helping that be met so that they can move on to the fishing, the learning how to be able to thrive in society. However, I'm just going rambling here, so you can all just, skip it if you want to. But what I'm also going to note is that in Spokane's homeless community, and I know this for fact, and I don't know about others, so this is speaking of Spokane only, is that many of our homeless population are addicts of one type or another, or they have mental illnesses on top of addictions or what have you. And those are people that do not care to learn how to fish, in our analogy. They want to be where they're at. And so, and I know this for fact, so that's just what that is, which is too bad, because to me, that means, what is the solution for the homelessness in Spokane and everywhere else? Because it's not just in Spokane that's that way, I'm sure. So I don't know. I have some ideas, but you know, I'm just me, and they're just my opinions, so I'm not going to actually go into those. But that is how that is. So this area down here, there's usually quite a lot of gatherings of homeless people wandering around, but it's awfully chilly. Right now it's only 24 degrees Fahrenheit, so outside, so there's probably, we do have warming shelters and things like that in the Spokane area, so I would assume during these super cold times that most people are going to be in a warmer spot, hopefully. Anyway, this is an arterial of Spokane, near the downtown area, like I said. The tan building that's right in front on the right side, it was an armory during war times. So it's the state armory, and it isn't that anymore, but that's what the building says, the state armory. I always like to see we do have a lot of older historic homes and buildings in our area. I should do that. The next time I go down to the museum, it's in Brown's Addition, little area. And there are, in fact, the museum has one of the homes as part of the museum. And very cool. I wonder if I could take a video when I was in there. Maybe I'll have to ask, because that would be kind of fun. It's called the Campbell House, and it was built by Kirkland Cutter, I believe. And he's done quite a few different buildings around the Spokane area. And he was an architect, I believe, in the late 1800s, early 1900s. And that would be cool if I could do a video of the Campbell House. I'm always sorry. I'm driving and I'm thinking, and now I'm talking and thinking out loud, so I apologize for that. Okay, on the left-hand side is the Honda, but I need to go around to the other road so that I can actually get in. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to stop it for now. We'll see if I might just end it and be done with it. So we'll see how that goes. But this is going to be a long video. I hope everybody is okay with watching such a long video. I usually don't put this long of a video up, so bear with me on that. And I hope y'all have a great Saturday. Thanks for coming along. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you again soon. Take care, everybody, in the winter, and I hope that everybody stays safe. Thanks so much. Okay, everybody, the funny for the day, so this will be your giggle for today. This is at the end of the video, and I'm just recording another spot because so I set up the oil change, and I said, is this a free one, or will I have to pay for it? Because I said I'm fine either way. And the guy says, well, is the light on? And I said, nope, light's not on. And we talked about what the miles were, and he said, well, let me go check, because he said, if the light's not on, then you'll have to pay for it. I'm like, okay. I said, if the light's not on and I have to pay for it, can I cancel it? And he's like, yep, 100% you can cancel. And so, I'm sorry, I'm just totally messing up the thing here. And so light's not on yet. So we have, I'm at 30%, and he said at 15% is when the light will go on, and he said, just call us and set up an appointment. And so I'm like, okay. So I was in there for 5 minutes maybe, and I think I'm going to go home now. I don't think I'm going to stop. It's too early to stop and get what I was going to do. So for my dad and I might do that later though still. And anyway, just wanted to give you a giggle because I thought it was funny, and embarrassing, but now I know to wait. Although this is my last free one, this will be a last free one, so then it really won't matter. But anyway, take care, everybody. I just wanted to share that with you. All right, bye-bye.